Alright, Shalom, praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles. Salute to your brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. So to go straight into it, the title of this says, US tech firms flock to Saudi Arabia as kingdom unveils. And it's to do with these AI, like data centers. And pretty much this is going to be infrastructure for the mark of the beast. You know, you got this AI thing going on big right now. Now, before I go and play this, I'm just going to bring you to this here. And Saudi Arabia AI data center is actively developing AI data centers to support its vision 2030 goals and become a global AI hub, which we know that's you know, they're pushing that right now. You just had Trump go over here, and they've been pushing that. They're pushing that right now, so it's not going to be 2030. You know, just the way things are going right now. You got this AI. Every time people say, "Oh, they're behind," and then all of a sudden something just pops out of nowhere. Where you're seeing these AI videos that they're looking real. You know, people are saying, people are all shocked right now at what the AI is producing in terms of videos, or movies, pictures, clips. Let's play this.
It's time for a business update now with Charles Pellegrin. Charles, you're starting with Donald Trump's visit to Saudi Arabia and a host of AI investments in the country.
The Trump administration making it possible for Saudi Arabia to pursue its lofty AI ambitions, and a number of U.S. tech companies rushing to seize this opportunity for a new market by announcing plans to spend billions of dollars in the country. Chief among them is chipmaker NVIDIA, which says it will supply several hundred thousands of its most advanced AI chips to Saudi Arabia's new publicly funded company Humane over the next 5 years. But its main competitor, AMD, has also said it will provide chips and software for data centers stretching from the kingdom to the U.S. in a project worth $10 billion. In addition to this, U.S. tech venture Global AI has plans to collaborate.
So I'm going to focus on Saudi Arabia right now in this one, but the RFID AI, I'm going to throw the AI in there. The AI, this infrastructure for the mark of the beast for chips, because remember they're going to implant people with the RFID chips, which they're doing already, which is all part of this. They're actually working on this as we speak. Trump's involved, you know, so if you thought that he was against the globalists, you got another thing coming.
With Humane on data center construction. Same goes for Amazon Web Services, which has a $5.3 billion investment in Saudi, and Cisco. Speaking in Riyadh on Tuesday, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang pointed to Saudi Arabia's wealth in fossil fuel energy as a major selling point for building AI infrastructure known to use huge amounts of electricity.
Is also in itself an industry. It is a manufacturing industry.
Oh yeah, because they're saying they're going from oil to AI. That's pretty much what they're saying. Just to sum up some of this stuff here. And I ain't watched all this. But that's where the cities and the infrastructure and the way the world's going, and from what they're building, is all AI, electric, all of that stuff, because they're tearing down all the cars are all electric now that they're building. They're phasing out diesels, phasing out petrols. They've got goals to phase them out. And it's all happening quick.
Manufacturing industry that requires energy. And as you know, Saudi Arabia is rich with energy. Transforming the energy through this giant versions of these NVIDIA AI supercomputers, which are essentially AI factories.
All right, tell us more then, Charles, about this Saudi AI firm, Humane.
It's a brand new venture.
See, Ishmael, Saudi Arabians, they've been in with those they're in with America, and they're pushing what the agenda is. A lot of people, if they're gonna go, people get a deal, celebrities and shit, they'll go over to Saudi Arabia. It's one of them spots. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where things are at now. Whereas they might have some problem with other people in the Middle East. Saudi Arabians on there. Saudi Arabia, they'd be juiced in.
Which was literally unveiled by the kingdom this Monday, part of its plans to diversify its economy away from oil. It's owned by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund and aims to build data centers and the country's AI infrastructure. The objective would be to build 1.96 gigawatts of data centers by 2030. Its other goals include developing Arabic versions of large language models like the ones that power ChatGPT. And for chip makers like NVIDIA or AMD, Humane represents a new source of potential revenue and an opportunity to widen their customer bases beyond U.S. tech giants like Microsoft or Amazon.
And the Trump administration paved the way for these deals.
On Tuesday, the U.S. rescinded what was called the AI diffusion rule, which was enacted by Joe Biden before he left office in January 2025, and which created 3 tiers of access for countries who wish to buy advanced AI chips. These rules were meant to better control the flow of this critical technology, especially with regards to national security, but also to stop countries with autocratic systems, like Saudi Arabia, from developing tech that could be used for state surveillance purposes. In its statement, the Bureau of Industry and Security in the U.S. said that those rules stifled innovation and saddled companies with burdensome new regulatory requirements.
All right, Charles.
And I must say, man, it just clearly shows you what the signs of the times are. Is that at one point people would have been laughing at AI and all that, and all of a sudden now, this is what you see in being developed all around you as we speak right now, pushed by and Donald Nero Trump, he's all in on it. And this is showing you what everything's all about. I'm kind of gonna separate it, but America's got the same. He's pushing it over there. They're pushing it over in America. And there's other things going on here, but this is the infrastructure all for the new world order, the mark of the beast, which the scriptures say that. So you've had China, they've had their stuff going on already, and this is the global order that needs to be in place in order for Revelations. Let's get it right quick. I'm gonna just read it quickly. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So, what's that mark in their right hand or in their foreheads or both of their hands? It's them implants, them RFID implants. See what we're saying right now. If you're still scoffing at that, you really just not got your eyes open, or you're just blind as hell, because it's happening all around you as we speak. There's no denying this at all. You're obviously probably consumed by distractions and fluff, and that's part of what the distractions is all about. Because when they really go to push this, then you're gonna all be they want you to volunteer for it. And a lot of you are, because you're gonna go, well, look at the tech that works with this, look at this that we can do. Or look how far tech has gone. And that's what for many, look at what the benefits that you can do if you're chipped. Offers ultimate security. Offers um like gadgets. You can do different things. If you're blind, you can see. If you can't hear, you can hear. If you didn't have arms, you can get fake arms, robotic arms, and paint. Um, if there's crazy things going on in the world, you'll be shouted from it. If you got a cancer, we'll eliminate the cancer. This is the stuff that's they're actually um pushing, and everybody's going to be affected by this because we just read it. It says he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, and that will be there won't be the need for the cash system that they got right now. That's why that's phasing out. Everything will be in one, just under you being chipped, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So for that to take over the monetary system itself, and that's why it's mentioned in the scriptures, major prophecy. Of course, it'll be mentioned in the scriptures, man. Let's carry on with some of this.
Charles, walk us through what's happening on the markets.
Well, European markets opening flat this hour, with the DAX in Frankfurt up almost 0.2%, while the FTSE in London is down 0.1%. So stabilizing after the rally we saw at the beginning of the week on the back of that U.S.-China trade deal.
And finally, as Donald Trump continues to wage trade wars against partners worldwide, China is positioning itself as a free trade defender.
Especially two countries that are reeling from economic shocks. President Xi Jinping hosted President Lula of Brazil for bilateral talks on Tuesday. The two signed over 20 cooperation documents and presented a united front defending a multilateral world order threatened by tariffs. Carolyn Baum has this.
Brazilian.
As soon as BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, you've got allies of China, then you got and Russia, and you got allies of America, right?
President Lula received a warm welcome in Beijing this week as he and his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, discussed increased cooperation between their countries in the face of U.S. tariffs. The two leaders spoke harshly of economic disruptions caused by Trump's trade war.
As important representatives of the global south.
So this is all signs of the times, end times prophecies and all of that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to I might do something else on this after. Let me go back here. Let's do this. Let's check this one.
You have heard of Saudi Arabia becoming rich due to oil selling, right? But now Saudi wants to be rich in intelligence, not just human intelligence, artificial intelligence. And this week, something huge happened in Riyadh that's shaking up the global AI game. On May 13th, in the heart of Riyadh, during the Saudi-US Investment Forum, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang made a massive announcement. NVIDIA is selling over 18,000 of its most powerful AI chips to a Saudi company called Humane, or Humain, whatever way you want to pronounce. These chips are called Blackwell GB300. These are some of the latest and strongest GPUs in the world. And they are not going into laptops or phones. They are going into giant AI data centers with enough power to light up an entire city, 500 megawatts of capacity. So what is this mysterious company called Humane? It's a new AI company fully backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. You know, the same fund that owns shares in football clubs, tech giants, and now investing in AI. Jensen Huang has put it
Yeah,
beautifully.
so that just shows you where they're putting their investments is where it's at. Missiles, space, AI, all the prophecies are the things that we're talking about. That's where they're putting their they're putting it all in it. Now there was something. Let me see if I can.
Shares in
Let me pull it back. I just want to see if there was. get AI data centers. So they need to power these things. They need to power up. If they gotta get everybody chipped, they gotta power this all up. And it's the top corporations that are backing all this. What do you think it means when he calls it for the people at the top? That's
Now investing in AI. Jensen Huang has put it beautifully. He said Saudi Arabia is transforming its energy into intelligence. They are calling these data centers AI factories, powered
Saudi Arabia is transforming its energy into intelligence. So we just watched some of this. This is, let's see.
by Nvidia and soon also by AMD, who announced their chips will be part of the project too. It is wise not to be dependent on one supplier. Now, this is not a small side project. Humane has committed $10 billion to building this massive AI setup. Think about that. Saudi is not just buying chips, they are building a whole AI industry from scratch. It's like laying the foundation for a new kind of oil, digital oil. And they are not doing it alone. The same day, Amazon Web Services came in with their own massive news. AWS and Humane announced a $5 billion partnership to build something called AI Zone in Saudi Arabia. This AI zone is going to be one of a kind, combining AWS's strongest AI services like SageMaker, Bedrock, and Amazon Q with Saudi's big vision. As you know, cloud services are now getting fully integrated with AI. The combined ecosystem will unlock immense potential across industries. So, what is the goal? The goal is to make Saudi Arabia not just a use.
So if you see what's going on right now, on the world scale, then you know it falls all in line with these prophecies. Okay, let me get something right quick here. That's what you'll know. You know that it falls right in line uh, with the prophecies, man. Um, and that's why we know that we're in the time. You know, it's not gonna happen. Let's get this. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And we're in the time of these prophecies. Um, the last legs of these prophecies, man. World War III, the mark of the beast. Um, chaos. I mean, we're in the time of this chaos. They're gonna use the chaos. They bring in them chips, them RFID to be able to chip everybody. So we're in that time. Let's get this, and I want to go back to let's read this Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So you're gonna have the all-out chaos and the chips. And when they bring all that chaos and all of that, see, they're setting up them. A lot of people are gonna be running to be on them grids, because that's gonna be the news. That's gonna be the system. So that's why it's a test for those who don't take the mark of the beast, because you're gonna have to be off the grid. obviously the meat puppets and them and the masses, they're just gonna be, taking it because they just want to be safe and on that grid and because as we're showing you, this system is being replaced. The system is being replaced.
So, what is the goal? The goal is to make Saudi Arabia not just a user of AI, but a global leader in it. This whole AI push fits perfectly with Saudi's Vision 2030, a national plan to move beyond oil, build a knowledge economy, and lead the world in futuristic tech. With AWS already building an infrastructure region that will launch in 2026, this new AI zone is an extra cherry on top. Saudi Arabia's Minister of IT, Abdullah Al Swaha,
So from what he's just said, they're already building something that will be open in 2026. So already got these things building up.
summed it up by saying this lays the foundation for the intelligent era and reinforces Saudi as a global AI partner. But this isn't just about tech headlines. Thanks to this project, Saudi Arabia will soon see AI changing education, healthcare, governance, and energy. Imagine students using AI powered tutors in Arabic, doctors catching diseases early through AI scans, government services becoming super fast and efficient.
And that's why how they're gonna. It talks about his miracles. That's how they're gonna get you. The meat puppets anyway, because they can't deceive the elect. But that's what they're doing. They're using it. It's a part of Esau's. Because you're gonna be enslaved by this chip, but they ain't gonna tell you that.
And yes, even oil production getting smarter, like predictive maintenance, safety, optimization, etc., etc. All powered by NVIDIA chips, AWS
Let's go
through
back
AI
to.
scans, government services becoming super fast and efficient. And yes, even oil production getting smarter, like predictive maintenance,
And as you can see, like
safety.
right now, that's why they're destroying this old grid. Housing crisis, the economic crisis, everything's just messed up, and they're doing that so they can come with these solutions, right? So they can come and say, "Oh well, look, man, accept this beast system, new world order," and pretty much to talk against this system. You, I mean, come on, man, they're gonna. The matter of fact, they're even gonna through the prophecies, they're gonna be trying to put people up in concentration camps. Whether they call that or not, re-education centers where they can actually ask you, look, man, are you sure about this? Because you got guillotines over there. You sure you want it? And that's in the scriptures, man. The re-education centers, or the death camps, concentration camps. Maybe they put you in a factory, warehouse, actual camp. Predictive maintenance, optimized drilling, real-time monitoring. Let's go.
Optimization, etc., etc. All powered by NVIDIA chips, AWS servers, and a Saudi led vision. But what's technology without people? AWS is not just dropping infrastructure, they are also training 100,000 Saudis in AI and cloud skills. All powered by NVIDIA chips, AWS servers, and a Saudi led vision. But what's technology without people? AWS is not just dropping infrastructure, they are also training 100,000 Saudis in AI and cloud skills. They even launched a program to upskill 10,000 Saudi women for free in cloud tech. Through the Amazon Academy, young Saudis, whether in college or switching careers, can learn AI, cloud computing, and leadership for free. And let's not forget startups. Saudi startups raised $750 million.
Saudi has witnessed record-breaking venture capital activity in recent years. In 2024 alone, startup raised over 750 million. Jarry sees this as an opportunity to introduce technology and trust into an industry historical build built on private relationships.
2024. And now, with Humane and AWS in the game, local entrepreneurs will get access to the same tools used by global tech giants. AWS will bring programs like AWS Activate to support them from day one. This is how Saudi plans to supercharge its tech scene, from garage startups to AI unicorns. Now, according to PwC, AI will contribute $130 billion to Saudi's economy by 2030. That is more than 40% of the total AI impact in the entire Middle East.
So they're going through it. They're going through it, man. Um. So okay, you got Saudi Arabia. Right, you got Emirates, United Arab Emirates. You got let's go on. Let's play.
When more and more companies move to cloud, AI adoption will only accelerate. With global giants like Nvidia, AMD, and Amazon on board, Saudi Arabia is not just joining the AI race, they are aiming to lead it. So, from oil rigs to AI rigs, from deserts to data centers, Saudi Arabia is building something bold.
This is showing you where things are going, which is pretty much what you know. If you look at the picture, this remember Donald Trump is involved in this. Saudi Arabia eyes AI supremacy with US tech giants. Look, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me see if I can get some of what Trump.
A new future powered,
because they've not really mentioned Nero as much. Let's see. If I do that, you know what it's gonna do. Some of them as well. Some of these videos are like, let's see. Well, this one we'll change it to what's it called on the screen, man. The what do you call that? Can't remember what you call it, man. Wait, let's see this. Blue.
The Trump administration is preparing to announce a deal to grant Saudi Arabia more access to advanced semiconductors, allowing the country to increase its data center capacity. Sources telling our own Anne Marie Horder the agreement would boost the country's ability to buy chips from NVIDIA and AMD. The deal could be announced as soon.
Oh, you know what? That's fine. I didn't. That's so cool. So, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it here. And we'll see if I jump back on this topic here. Let me get do you know what? Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So you're going to get judged by the Most High for submitting to this beast system, trusting in this beast system, man. Like there's that. Let's see if they've got any. Alright, so they're pushing this market of beast big time, man. We're in the end times. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.